Welcome to Breaking Wire. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. On October 1st, 2025, the global agricultural market was rocked as major U.S. trading partners, led by Mexico, rejected massive shipments of American corn. This move has left U.S. ports overflowing and farmers in crisis, raising urgent questions about the future of American agricultural exports. Mexico's refusal to accept genetically engineered corn is more than a trade spat. It's a stand for food sovereignty and public health. The U.S. corn industry, long dominant, now faces a crisis of confidence as its biggest customer turns away. The world is watching as this standoff could set a precedent for how nations balance trade with their right to protect their people and environment. Meanwhile, Canada is stepping in, landing billion-dollar deals with markets that are rejecting U.S. corn. This shift highlights a growing global demand for non-GE and sustainably sourced grains. The future of agriculture may not belong to the biggest producer, but to those who adapt to changing values and demands. The American heartland is reeling, and Washington is scrambling for answers. Former President Trump is reportedly furious, seeing this as a betrayal of his trade legacy. The rejection by Mexico signals a fundamental shift in global food supply chains. As the U.S. grapples with this new reality, the landscape of global agriculture is being redrawn. The question now, can American agriculture adapt, or will it be left behind? For Mexico, corn, is more than a crop. It's the foundation of their civilization and a symbol of national identity. Mexico, the birthplace of corn, is home to thousands of unique native varieties cultivated for millennia. The government's ban on GE corn is a powerful defense of this living heritage, aiming to prevent gene drift that could contaminate native strains. A recent constitutional amendment now recognizes native corn as national heritage, granting it special legal protection and banning GE corn seeds. This is about food sovereignty, ensuring Mexico isn't dependent on foreign corporations for its most essential food. Leaders cite health concerns over GE corn and associated pesticides, insisting on their right to set strict food safety standards. This stance challenges the idea that free trade should override a nation's well-being or cultural identity. Mexico's actions are about defining what a nation values most: heritage, health, and the right to choose its agricultural future. For Mexico, these are not for sale. The corn conflict has escalated into a formal trade dispute under the USMCA. A trade panel ruled against Mexico, claiming insufficient scientific evidence for the GE corn ban, a win for U.S. agribusiness. But Mexico refuses to back down, arguing the panel ignored their scientific evidence and caved to corporate pressure. Many in Mexico see this as a battle not just over trade, but over the influence of multinational seed and pesticide companies. Critics argue the U.S. regulatory system relies too heavily on industry-funded studies, undermining trust. The dispute is now a global struggle: national sovereignty versus corporate power. The outcome could reshape international trade rules for years to come. At the heart of Mexico's rejection is a scientific debate over the safety of GE corn. Mexican scientists warn that genetic engineering can cause unintended mutations, potentially creating new allergens or toxins. The biggest fear: gene drift. Corn pollen travels far, risking irreversible contamination of Mexico's native varieties. This genetic diversity is vital for global food security. GE crops have also led to increased pesticide use, fueling superweeds and environmental harm. Mexico argues these risks justify their ban, challenging the industry claim that GE and non-GE crops are equivalent. For Mexico, the risks to biodiversity and health are too great to ignore. As U.S. farmers face closed doors, Canadian growers are seizing a golden opportunity. With markets like Mexico and China demanding premium, non-GE corn, Canada is filling the gap and landing billion-dollar deals. Canadian agriculture is thriving by offering traceable, identity-preserved corn that meets strict buyer standards. This shift shows that quality and transparency can be more profitable than sheer volume. More Canadian farmers are moving toward non-GE and organic varieties, capturing higher prices and new markets. Canada is becoming the go-to supplier for quality-conscious importers. The contrast with U.S. agriculture is stark. While America defends a controversial technology, Canada is shipping out success. The lesson is clear: adaptability wins in the new global market. The corn crisis has split North American farmers' fortunes. U.S. growers invested in GE seeds and chemicals now face plummeting prices and mounting debt as key markets close. Their system, built for high-tech exports, offers little flexibility in the face of sudden rejection. In contrast, Canadian farmers growing non-GE corn are in high demand, commanding premium prices and expanding operations. This validates a diverse, quality-focused approach over a rigid, yield-maximizing model. The billion-dollar deals highlight the rewards of catering to global trends and consumer preferences. The lesson? Resilience comes from diversity and adaptability, not just scale. The future of North American agriculture is being rewritten, one field at a time. The rejection of U.S. corn by Mexico and China signals a new era in global agriculture. The world is demanding safer, more sustainable, and culturally respectful food systems. For the U.S., this is a reckoning. The old model of industrial, GE-heavy exports is proving brittle. To stay relevant, American agriculture must diversify and respond to global demands for non-GE and sustainable products. Canada's success shows the power of a market-driven, quality-first approach. The future of trade will be built on trust, respect, and meeting specific needs, not just muscle. The corn crisis of 2025 is a turning point, marking the rise of a new, more adaptable food system. The tides of global trade are shifting. Those who adapt will thrive,